morning, good evening, everybody. It is Monday, October 21st, and you know what that means. It's time for the High Risk Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Jeremy Pierce. Check out the socials, Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube, Charismatic_Creations52 on Instagram, and of course the 215 on Twitter. And without further ado, let's get into the news. Shinsuke Nakamura has been confirmed for the Pro Wrestling Noah return. He is coming in 2025. He is last seen many moons ago. This is really good. He has history there, and he will be showing back up. This is absolutely awesome. WWE has started partnering with Noah back in 2023. Legendary wrestler Hiroshi Tanahashi has announced his final match, which will be taking place at Wrestle Kingdom 2026. He's got 1 year left to go, and it's going to be grand. I'm looking forward to that match. The wrestling world has reacted as we has lost the former COO Joe Koff of Ring of Honor. He helped get the company started. He helped really, play a really big role in the history, the grand scheme of Ring of Honor. He will be missed. If you have been watching TV, you know that someone's been missing, and that is one at Tegan Knox. She's fine. There's just not using her. She's not hurt, and she hasn't been seen on TV. She's perfectly fine. She was last seen on TV teaming with Natalia some time ago. She's just not being used. She didn't even work the the Speed tournament. I expect the future endeavors to come up soon. Toni Storm has topped the PWI Women's 250 of 2024, which is much well deserved. Rounding out that top 10 at 10, Athena; 9, Mariah May; 8, Willow Nightingale; 7, Bailey; 6, Sarie; 5, Stephanie Vaquer; 4, Mika; 3, Rhea Ripley; number 2, Jordan Grace. I only have one complaint. I think Athena should be much higher. I can make a case for Athena to be 1 or 2. Athena should definitely be 2. Period. End of discussion. AEW will be prioritizing international growth in 2025 after the media rights deal, and that's a good start. You got to remember, they have partners around the world when it comes to other companies: CMLL, AAA, and New Japan, and Stardom. So this is really good. They have visibility everywhere, and they already have a new show in Mexico. Nielsen has stopped with the Fast National, which means WWE's way of sabotaging AEW, and the ratings is over and done with. That means that loser Alfred Kanua has nothing to use in his ongoing campaign of hatred against AEW. This is very good news. A TNA wrestling contract is expiring soon, and that would be 1. Knockouts champion Jordan Grace. Her contract is up in January 2025, and of course the rumors are that she will be going to the WWE. We will have to wait and see. Rhino will be inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame at Bound for Glory 2024. This is great news. He is a former Ring of Honor World Champion. Also going on will be none other than Bob Ryder. This is great. He played a big part in the early years of TNA. NXT has announced that they will be doing a show in 3 weeks, Wednesday, at the former ECW Arena. They're going to be on a Wednesday because baseball, I believe, is going down, or something else is going on. I think hockey. Something's going on in the USA or on the CW. So they will be doing a show from the old ECW Arena for the first time ever. This is really big news. I'm deciding whether or not to go. I mean, Raw's in Philly tonight, but I'm not going. But ECW 2300, I'm thinking about it. A TNA star's been granted their release, and that is Jay Vidal. He asked to be let go. He has signed a multi-year contract back in 2022. There's not an idea of how much time is left on his contract, but he worked well with TNA, and we'll see what's next for him. Rolling Stone has released a just disgusting and shocking report about the locker room talk in the WWE writers' room for a span of, I think, what's this time? I read the article today. It's really shocking. It's about everything that's going down, how Vince works, how he reacts, and it's a good read. Rolling Stone does a really good job with these on the injury side of things. Just 2 updates. Riho has confirmed her recovery status. She last got hurt back in July on the episode of Collision. She suffered a fractured arm. She's working on her visa issues. She's been out for 3 months. It looks like she's going to be out a little bit longer. Looks like another 4 months or so. And Shotzi Blackheart has given us an update on her torn ACL. She's been out for almost a year now. Not close to a year. She got hurt back in February. She's working on getting that back. She's working on a new gimmick as well, so we should be seeing her hopefully soon. But that is the news, and we shall be right back with the week in review. All right, we start off, of course, with Monday Night Raw. This was an okay show. These 2-hour shows, honestly, aren't really doing it for me. And now that Crown Jewel is coming up, all the major storylines are just put on hold. But this show gets a fist. Rhea comes out and wants to know if Liv and Dom are done running. And remember, I need y'all to remember, Rhea Ripley's the bad guy here. I don't care how popular she is. I don't care how great she is. And I love Rhea. Trust me, I love Rhea. But she's the bad guy here. She's the one that hurt Liv. She's the one that hurt Raquel. She's the one that's did all of that bad stuff and suffered no consequences from it until recently, which is losing the championship. She's also the one who tortured and manipulated Dominic to get him to join the Judgment Day. Rhea's the bad guy here. Tiffany Stratton comes out to deliver a message to Rhea from Nia pertaining to Crown Jewel. Stay out of our way and just go get squashed. Rhea doesn't care and only wants Liv and Raquel. There's a shoving match and Liv and Raquel come out to clear the ring. And everybody fights. Jade and Bianca retain the tag team championship against Damage Control. This is a fine match. It was whatever. Adam Pearce tells Finn and JD that he's setting up a tournament to get them new challengers. Braun Breaker feels disrespected by Jay, saying that I came out and showed you respect and you kind of just mocked me. And that doesn't sit right with him. Pearce is sitting with Bronson Reed, says, listen, you can't keep doing what you're doing. You lost the match, but you want Seth. This is what Seth wants. You want Seth. I'm going to give you Seth. Let's see what goes down. The War Raiders return to defeat Alpha Academy in this tag team title tournament. Adam Pearce tells Seth that he's going to give them the match and Seth won't let Reed make a name off of him. Cody comes out and hypes the match between he and Gunther at Crown Jewel. Gunther comes out and says Cody has spoken like a true secondary champion. Gunther just be spitting bars, yo. They shake hands and Gunther tells him good luck. Braun Breaker beat Kofi Kingston. Xavier Woods tried making the save, but ultimately he fell until Jey Uso came out and helped all of them. Truth beat The Miz. AOP threw Truth back into the ring where Miz gave him a skull-crushing finale. Jimmy Uso had arrived at the show earlier. He spent all show looking for Jay. When he finally gets him, he just wants to talk, and Jay tells him to get out of his face. Jay wants nothing to do with the bloodline. Let's wait till SmackDown. In the main event, Rhea Ripley and Tiffany Stratton versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez ended in a no contest as Nia Jax came out and attacked everybody. She then set up Tiffany Stratton to cash in on Liv. It was right there for her, but Dom saved his girl. Over on Dynamite, this was the Wrestle Dream Fallout show. The show gets a fist. So Jon Moxley opens up the show with the rest of the BCC, if that's what they're still being called, and his reasonings and his motivations. And it's very, very simple. He wants someone to step up. He wants someone to come for him. Don't come for the championship. Everybody was striving for that, looking something to be deserved. And Daniel was saying, while hurt, couldn't achieve that goal. You're too worried about being champion instead of being the best. This is getting good, y'all. Adam Cole came out and he spun some story about why he turned on MJF. Remember, when the last time we saw these two, MJF was the one that got turned on. Cole was bad. MJF was good, but now that MJF is bad, Cole has to be good. This is the same thing that's going down with Roman Reigns. This is the same thing that's going down with Rhea Ripley. He says that anyone trusts Max is stupid. MJF is fakes. MJF appeared on the screen, says that he is the way he is because of Adam Cole, and things will get fixed. Jericho will get a rematch against Mark Briscoe in a ladder war. Why? Well, he put Jay Briscoe's name back in his mouth. FTR beat Big Bill and Brian Keith. LFI were watching backstage, and the Outrunners came out to celebrate with FTR. The Acclaim want more, and MVP offers them his card. Bowen's like, nah, we don't need anything from you, but Max pockets the card. And guess what? Bowens saw this. Curious. Mercedes Mone retained the TBS championship against Queen Aminata. This was a very, very fun match. Private Party are upset that they failed, but the loss will make them stronger, and they're coming for the Young Bucks. They will not stop. The Elite wish Kenny Omega a very, very happy birthday. The Conglomeration beat the Elite by DQ after the BCC attacked and ran through everybody. Top Flight, Action Andretti, and the Dark Order all tried making the save, but they got beat down, while the Elite just looked on from the ramp and then walked to the back. Finally, Christopher Daniels, Dan Garcia, and Private Party all went to check on everybody, and Darby Allin was nowhere to be found. He looked like he's still distraught after what happened with Danielson and Wrestle Dream. Garcia and Private Party confront the Elite. It's like, yo, you have power. You're actually in charge, and you're refusing to do nothing. You're not doing anything. This, ladies and gentlemen, this is the story that's just going to, for me, really, really jumpstart AEW again. Shelton Benjamin beat Leo Rush. The MVP gave Leo Rush's card serendipitously. He ended up addressing Swerve and wants him to reconsider his position. Swerve later in the back says Shelton Benjamin looked impressive and will face him. The Don Callis family don't really need to explain themselves, and they don't really need to explain themselves. Anna Jay got into Mariah May's face and accidentally punches Christopher Daniels after Mariah slapped her. They'll face each other in an eliminator match at Battle of the Belts. Ricochet is not done with Takeshita and is coming for that championship. He sets up an open challenge for Collision. The BCC are on the back attacking the Dark Order, and Top Flight and Action Andretti just throw bars, throw words, and like, yo, we're tired of this. Same thing with the Dark Order. In the main event, Christian Cage defeated Jay White after Hangman interfered. This was a callback to when Christian Cage got involved in Jay White and Hangman's match. Stories, baby. I love it. Over on Impact, we're getting closer and closer to Bound for Glory. PCO beat Rhino. This was a pick your poison match, as Rhino was PCO's opponent, chosen by Matt Cardona. Then there was a brawl after the match. Nick Nemeth was happy to be facing Cardona later in the evening. He was the pick for PCO to face Cardona. Ariana Grace introduces the opponent for Ash by Elegance, and it's none other than NXT's Brinley Reese, but Ash wins. This is a fine match. After the match, she smears makeup on Brinley until Zaya Brookside ran in for the save. Rosemary and Wendy Chu hate to lose, and they're coming for the Knockouts tag team title. Speedball retained the X Division Championship against Leon Slater in a fantastic match. This was really, really good. El Hijo del Viking will face Mike Bailey at Bound for Glory for the X Division Championship. That's going to be fantastic. ABC will face the Hardys in the System in a Full Metal Mayhem match at Bound for Glory. Jeff almost called it a TLC match, which was fun. Macklin is angry at Alexander, but Alexander comes on and is like, yo, you're a scumbag. On a cosmic level, you're a scumbag. Alexander doesn't care about the people and only care about himself and the future he's building with him and Saint and Sinner. They fight, and he ends up giving Steve Macklin a C for Spike. Frankie Kazarian tells Ariana Santana that he has a plan to get himself into the world title match at Bound for Glory. Mike Santana versus Brian Myers never started as Moose attacks Santana from behind. This is going to be really, really good at Bound for Glory between these two. Jordan Grace and Masha Steinberg have a sit-down interview, and this is the setup for the title match at Bound for Glory. And Grace says she has to beat Masha like she did 2 years ago, and she's going to do it again. Masha says the belt is coming with her, no matter what. And in the main event, Nick Nemeth defeated Matt Cardona. PCO carried Cardona to the back after the match while Frankie Kazarian attacked Nick Nemeth. Joe Hendry made the save, and Frankie revealed that he would be the special guest referee for the title match. How did he pull that off? I am very, very, very curious. Over on SmackDown, Solo Sikoa is the tribal chief. So the bloodline comes out and says that the beatdowns will keep happening no matter what until Roman acknowledges Solo as the tribal chief. Surprisingly, Jey Uso comes out and says he's not here to fight and that he doesn't want Solo to break up the family. That, okay, he can understand the beef with Roman, but don't break up the family. And Solo's like, I'm trying to unite the family. Jey Uso's like, yo, if Jacob Fatu keeps looking at me like that, I'm gonna beat his ass. And there's a reason why they didn't, bring in Tama Tonga Logo, and Jacob Fatu into the bloodline. So why did he do it? This is getting good. This is getting good. And Solo also says, yo, don't little brother me. I'm your tribal chief. In the tag team title tournament for SmackDown, DIY defeated the Street Profits and Pretty Dudley. As Roman and Jimmy are arriving, Jay is leaving. Roman grabs him by the arm and says, we're proud of you. We all are. And Jay's like, no yeet. This is getting good. Jimmy is torn. He's just really, really torn right now. Nia is with Nick Aldis and Tiffany Stratton is 6, so her partner will be none other than the new Speed champion, Candice LeRae. Lash Legend defeated Piper Niven. The tag team champions were watching from ringside. Roman Reigns tells Jimmy he's going to acknowledge Solo. So Cody comes out and hypes again the match with Gunther. He still has business with KO. Kevin's message airs on the screen. He explains himself. He's like, this is a message he put on social media. He says he knows he attacked WWE's Golden Boy, wonders why he's valued by the WWE and why he's not. KO's not valued. And he can live with the attack. He can't get over what Orton did. He can't get over that Orton picked Cody over him. Years and years and years that KO fought the bloodline, and Cody is now teaming with Roman Reigns. It ain't sitting right with him. Aldis tells Orton that he can't make the match, and it's coming from on high. So, yeah, I agree. I agree. KO is right. The Motor City Machine Guns made their debut and they defeated A-Town down under Legado del Fantasma to advance in the tag title tournament. Happy to see Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin here, but their theme music is absolute garbage. And in the main event segment, Roman Reigns says for the last time to acknowledge him, which they do. Solo comes out and Roman says, listen, I told my father I would fix this. I said I would fix this to bring the money, the championships back to us. And Roman just wants to fix the family. Solo says, you can fix this? By acknowledging me, which Roman does, but Solo's like, nah, you acknowledge me as your tribal chief. And Roman's like, no. So, well, Roman gets his ass beat again. Jimmy gets his ass beat again. And Jimmy's like, yo, we need help. Yeet. Rampage. Mark Briscoe beat the Butcher. Kyle O'Reilly beat Aaron Solo, and he calls a shot for Okada for Battle of the Belts. Jamie Hayter wants to know why Penelope Ford attacked her, so she'll find out on Collision, and we'll get that answer. Diana and Ty Avagri says you care about those closest to you and that their friendship was forged a long, long time ago. Anna Jay defeated Trish Adora. Mariah May was on commentary, and Anna says she will end up defeating Mariah May on Battle of the Belts. Now for championship, this is a eliminator match. Harley Cameron is just amazing. I don't even remember what she did. All I know is it was absolutely funny. It was absolutely awesome. We got hype for the triple tag team title, triple threat tag match. Going down will be the Undisputed Kingdom, Shane Taylor Promotions, the Gates of Agony. In the main event, Private Party defeated MXM Collection. Over on Collision, Ricochet defeated AR Fox, and he's not done with Takeshita at all, and he'll keep fighting until he gets his hands on that championship. Daniel Garcia and Private Party are coming for the Young Bucks, Jack Perry, and their championships respectively. Chris Statlander beat Harley Cameron. Stat calls out Camille, and they will be facing each other in 2 weeks. Private Private Party and Daniel Garcia defeated the Premier Athletes. Jake Roberts has a hype video for LFI. Jamie Hayter defeated Brooke Havoc, and before it ends up on screen, says, listen, she was off for 2 years and hurt because of Jamie Hayter, and now too many people have forgotten about her, and now that she's back, she's going to make sure you remember what 2 years of pain and anger are worth, what they really look like. She's taking it out on Jamie Hayter. Daniel Garcia, Private Party want to know why Orange Cassidy won't help, and Cassidy's like, he's fought the BCC, he's fought Moxley, and it does something to you, he's changes you. He's no hero. He's not the guy. Kyle Fletcher beat Atlantis Jr. Kyle Seltzer explained himself on Dynamite. The House of Black won a squash match. Harley Cameron interrupted Thunder Rosa's interview, which was hilarious because Thunder Rosa punched her, and of course, Harley Cameron was also funny as well, doing what she does best. She has Thunder Rosa will face her wrath. LFI defeated the Outrunners. FTR made the save. Sammy Guerrero challenges Shelton Benjamin to a match on Dynamite. And the main event, the BCC retained the Trios Championship against Top Flight and Action Andretti. Moxley has an open challenge leading right into Battle of the Belts, which is answered by the Dark Order. So on Battle of the Belts, guess what? The BCC retained their championships again. Things broke down once again. Private Party, Danny Garcia made the save. Okada defeated Kyle O'Reilly, retaining the Continental Championship. Brian Cage and Lance Archer won a squash match. This was Battle of the Belts, and this wasn't a title. There was no title implications anywhere. The Undisputed Kingdom want to know why Beast Mordos is doing what he's doing, why he's not with them. And in the main event, Anna Jay defeated Mariah May to earn a championship match. This was the shocker of the evening. Our matches of the week from Dynamite: Mercedes Mone versus Queen Aminata for the TBS Championship. Christian Cage versus Jay White. From Impact, Speedball Mike Bailey versus Leon Slater for the X Division Championship. This was probably the match of the week. From Rampage, Private Party versus MXM Collection. And from Battle of the Belts, Kazuchika Okada versus Kyle O'Reilly for the Continental Championship. Our star of the week, I'm going to give it to Stephanie Vaquer, who made her debut. But that is our show. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Come back this week for what we got planned in store. Look on the screen. Check out the socials. Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube. Charismatic_Creations52 on Instagram. And of course, the 215 on Twitter. That's our show. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.